Whoa, who is this new guy in the package? We've never seen him before, but he looks totally unique. Yeah, I feel bad for him because he's still stuck in his plastic prison, and he totally deserves to be let out. I can't believe it. Another fire and rescue truck? He looks like Tiny Lugsworth. Wow, 6 years later. Tiny was released only in 2017. Yeah, except that he's a bit smaller than Tiny. But I'll tell you what, this guy now has a new permanent home. And a new addition to the Race Fire and Rescue Squad. Oh, I can't wait to see him running his first call. Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Disney Pixar Cars on the Road diecast review. I finally, after a few months, I started wanting this guy since June of 2023, but 5 months later I finally got him. Found him off eBay for about $10 plus approximately an extra $5 shipping, which is a total about $15, and it took him about 5 days to get here because he came from the East Coast. But anyways, here we have it. Finally, Adam Rodriguez from Cars on the Road. Originally, he was released back in June in Case J, and apparently he never made it to Walmart or Target because, one, Target hasn't been doing such a good job restocking their car supply and their Cars diecast release assortments. They haven't been doing a good job keeping that up to date, which is one of the reasons why I haven't been going to Target lately. And two, Walmart only gets like half cases. Like Walmart gets like 12 cars per new case, and Walmart's version of Case J, which is the case that had like Road Rumbler McQueen, Road Rumbler Mater, and Nile Speedcone. Adam here was cut out from that case, and he ended up becoming a carryover to Case M that was released this last month in October of that said same year. And even I checked my local Walmarts to see if they had him, and apparently they did not. Even Walmart's website did say like they had him, but he was like nearly $40 if purchased online. And I'm like, good grief, I am totally not spending that much money over a small 1/55 scale toy diecast car. So I had to keep waiting and waiting, and I keep checking on eBay and seeing a lot more like Adam Rodriguez showing up on the eBay listings, and he's been flying off the eBay shelves quicker than I ever imagined, because guessing he's that popular that he's being sold all over the place. Like this last weekend, I found a couple that I was debating whether or not to buy, but I just wasn't sure if I want to spend like $13 plus shipping dollars, and then within like a couple hours later, those listings were already sold off. So within like the next day, found more listings, and this quantity is one of them, and I better pick this one up before somebody else claims him. And voila, there he is. Take a look at the back of the package here. Got all apparently the West Philanthropus has never been found anywhere in US stores. I've heard that he was found like in stores like in Europe and other countries, so which I'm assuming that the West Philanthropus is more of an international release. And the Quadratorkasaur apparently hasn't been found anywhere in the stores in 2023, and I've heard that he's going to be re-released in 2024, so hopefully to make up that lost time. But without further ado, after 5 months, let's get this guy out of his box, out of his plastic prison, his blister. So I will be right back and have him all opened up. He is a 1:55 scale die-cast truck made by Mattel. Only the cab is a die-cast, but the back portion is plastic. As you can see, he is colored fire engine red. He's got a plastic grill, and is this mouth plate metal or plastic? I'm guessing it. Okay, that's a plastic piece, and his eyes are also plastic. He is number 209 and not 017, like Tiny Lugsworth, which I will be comparing him with here shortly. He's got race, fire, and rescue on both sides. And I notice he's got like some dirt like on his like metal top right here. And he's got some dirt like around his car, which actually really wished that they left that out, because really fire trucks are supposed to be cleaned after each call. So I'm guessing he just came back from a previous incident call and hasn't been cleaned up yet. Now on the back it says, "Keep back, race, fire, and rescue." It's got the caution symbol or caution stripes, and it's got like some back doors that don't open. I'm guessing that's where you keep like the hose reel or whatever he needs to put out any fires. If he's got a lot of dirt on him, imagine he just came back from putting out a forest fire, because usually when you go out to fight a wildfire, your vehicle gets dirty when driving off-road, so maybe that's another explanation. Like, what do the race, fire, and rescue vehicles do when there are no races? Like, when there's no race, like not on a race day, when they have to be at the racetrack in case like a car crashes, or like what else do they do when it's not a race day? So here's the other side. He's got the Star of Life symbol on his doors, like in a white circle with the wrench there, instead of like the snake like going around like a pole like you see on the real life Star of Life symbol. And I'm guessing these compartments right here is where you keep like the vehicle like extricator or the Jaws of Life, and also the first aid stuff, because technically he's more like a paramedic truck, like those small utility trucks that they use when they are running like medical calls or accident calls. It's got like, he has that clear like red and transparent like light bar, mostly red. He's got his sirens on his sides, and he's got a nice happy expression. He's got like hazel brown eye color. Side mirrors are plastic. Let's take a look at the bottom, see what the production date stamp says. It's hard to see it. Like, okay, there it is right there. I see it right on the upper. S28A, which means he was made on the 28th week of 2023 in the A factory in Thailand. I've heard he's also a carryover character in a new case that's coming like in 2024. And speaking of which, that they are no longer using the Cars on the Road packaging, because Cars on the Road ran its time. It's not as new as it was over a year ago, so now it's just back to the regular Riders Red for They've been using like the Writer's Red for almost now 3 consecutive years. So now let's compare him with the other rescue vehicles in the Cars movies. Or there he is with Tiny Lugsworth. Oh, wow. This reminds me of a certain like classic TV series called Emergency. Like Adam Rodriguez is like Squad 51 and Tiny Lugsworth is like Engine 51. Sure a lot of you have parents who grew up like in the 70s and mostly 70s, because that's when Emergency came out. With Adam Rodriguez, it's like Roy DeSoto drives on that side, and then Johnny Gage is like on the passenger side. You know what I mean? Both of these guys have a lot in common. Nice to have a new rig in the fire squad. Also, there he is with Morgan Martins, the ambulance from 2017. Here is a quick comparison with Rescue Squad Mater, and their size is pretty similar, except Rescue Squad Mater is a tad longer because of his ladder. Imagine running a call with the Rescue Squad ambulance. Adam Rodriguez is like an ambulance, but he's non-transportable. I mean, he's a non-transport vehicle. He appeared in the he briefly appeared in the Trucks episode of Cars on the Road, but he's also a carryover character from Cars 3. So I'm determining whether he goes in the Cars 3 container or the container with all the Cars on the Road characters. Part of me thinks now you ought to go with Cars 3, because that way he's closer with Tiny Lugsworth and Morgan Martins. So what do you guys think? Alrighty, you guys, that pretty much wraps up for this review. Now that this guy has a new permanent home and a lot of new cars to meet and greet and rescue and whatnot. So thank you all for watching. Feel free to leave a comment, like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more exciting Cars content in the near future. I will be enjoying this guy in the long run, so thanks for watching and see you in another future video. Have a good day, everybody. Bye.